I'm Adrian Carbajal. Here are your headlines from Central Texas. A military magistrate judge has ordered that former Dr. Blaine McGraw remain in pretrial confinement. Fort Hood shared the update Tuesday afternoon. A judge had 7 days from his initial detainment to decide whether or not to keep him in custody. The judge found McGraw had violated conditions of liberty imposed by his commander. McGraw is accused of secretly recording OBGYN exams of hundreds of women while working at the Darnell Medical Center. He will remain at the Bell County Jail. Attorneys for survivors at National Trial Law released a statement about the case Tuesday. It reads, quote, "The criminal prosecution is an important step to make sure Dr. McGraw can never harm another patient, but it doesn't answer why the Army allowed him to keep abusing women under its watch. Our civil case will hold the Army accountable for protecting a predator instead of his patients and to compensate the women for the harm and damage the Army caused." A Killeen counseling center is now offering a safe space for survivors of military sexual trauma. This comes as over 100 women have come forward with allegations of sexual misconduct against suspended Fort Hood OBGYN Major Blaine McGraw. Our reporter Juliana Jackson has the story.
Shield of Sisters has created a safe space for survivors of military sexual trauma at Restorative Hope Sanctuary. This space was also created for former patients of suspended Fort Hood OBGYN Major Blaine McGraw to go to as his case continues.
So we wanted them to have a place that they could come and actually say how they felt or even process the information.
It's open Mondays and Tuesdays from 9 to 5. No appointment, no paperwork, no cost.
It took a long time for me to heal, and I'd like to see them heal a lot quicker than I did.
Trained battle angels, who are themselves survivors, provide peer support.
And I let them cry, laugh, talk, whatever they need to do. But I'm really there to make sure they know that they are believed, that they are heard.
Multiple law firms now represent over 100 plaintiffs who were former patients of suspended Fort Hood OBGYN Major Blaine McGraw. Shield of Sisters says they're listening to active duty members, veterans, spouses, family members nationwide.
Joe Harrison, who's worked with military sexual trauma survivors for years, says she's seen systematic failures in how the military handles sexual trauma.
It needs to be paid attention to. And then the help, not just trying to make sure that it doesn't happen, but when it does happen, to not ignore it.
Their message to survivors is clear.
The help is there, and you have people on your side to help you to get through this.
Juliana Jackson, 6 News.
History meets the holidays in Valley Mills this Saturday. The 3rd annual Polar Express experience is planned to create Christmas magic in the small town, and anchor Lindsay Littman shows us why it's more than just festive fun.
The magic of the season starts with one word: believe.
This season, it's about coming together. As a town, coming together, it's nice. Inviting your friends, the kids coming with their friends. Sweet to see, it's sweet to be a part of.
My dad's the conductor.
Wren and her mother, Tammy Jo Whitmire, are organizers of the Polar Express experience in the small town of Valley Mills.
You get your ticket punched by the conductor, you can take a picture with the conductor. Then you get on and there's hot cocoa dancers and they bring out cookies and hot chocolate and you listen to the whole book and then Santa comes in and he gives you your belief bell.
The town exists because of the railroad. This donated Santa Fe caboose became the perfect place to transform for a Polar Express adventure. All part of the town's Christmas festivities, including a parade.
It starts at 6:30, and then it comes down Highway 6, and then it comes here to Santa Fe Park, and we'll have vendors.
Yep, there's vendors for your last minute Christmas shopping, and then there's entertainment.
New this year is Santa's magical elevator that takes riders to the North Pole. An idea Tammy Jo got from TikTok.
It's an immersive animation video, 360. We're the first in Central Texas to have anything like this.
Family, friends, and neighbors are all invited to come aboard.
It sounds like a Hallmark movie.
It is kind of like a Hallmark movie. It really is.
In Valley Mills, Lindsay Littman, 6 News.
It's all happening for this Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. And those are your headlines from Central Texas.